Today I want to talk to you about how to multiply your life and make a bigger impact. I want to talk to you about how to lead a church that's very healthy, growing, and multiplying. I want to talk to you about levels of discipleship. We first see this in the book of Exodus, where Moses' father-in-law says, I want you to do three things. And really, just do these three things, Moses. You got all these people to lead. It's burning you out. You're not meeting the needs. Do three things. I want you to pray and teach them to pray. I want you to teach the Bible and teach them how to live the Bible. And third, I want you to develop leaders who can lead thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. I want layers of leadership. Paul told Timothy this. He said, I'm Paul. I want you to take the things you've learned from me to Timothy. I want you to train faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. 4 levels of leadership. What it looks like is this. You've got your pastor, and then when I was a pastor at one particular church, I had 4 or 5 guys that I poured into and discipled and trained, and then they poured into 5 guys, and so then we had 25 small groups. They all poured in and discipled people, so then we had 125 small groups. At that point, we had 700 active members in our church who were adults. We had about 2,500 people that attended our church. Not all of them every week. We'd have about 1,900 people a week, but about that many people that were regular attenders. And in our community, people that were potential seekers. We had about 75,000 people within about 20-25 minutes of our church. So, even though I was one person, one pastor, I could impact all these levels of people effectively because I poured into a few, who poured into a few, who poured into a few. If you look at this, if you take this cake and you look at it from the top, it looks like this. The outer rim is your community. This is the community at large. I told you my community at that time had 75,000 people in it. Your crowd, these are the people that come on Easter, come on Christmas, come on Sundays fairly regularly. You got your congregation. These are members. They're committed. They're in a group. They come on Sundays. They give. They serve. Then you got your committed people, your congregation. You got your committed people who are committed to ministering to these people. These are, for us, were our small group leaders. And all these people were in one of their small groups. And so those were the people they were discipling, they were ministering to. And then the core was our coaches, our directors over those 125 small groups, and then our pastors at the top level. And it enabled us to have a healthy church. Our church multiplied. We planted other churches out of our church. But the process was understanding levels of leadership. Some of you today are pastors. Some of you want to be pastors. Some of you are starting to lead your house church, or you're an evangelist where you're at. I want to encourage you. Think in terms of this, levels of leaders. How do I develop levels of leaders? How do I go to the next level? How do I develop the next level of leaders? If you do, you set your church up to not only be healthy, but to grow and multiply. I'm Dave Early. If you like this type of training, we do this 5 days a week on Facebook. You can follow us on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel. God bless you.